It is Thursday, January 22nd, and happy hot sauce day to everyone who's about to spice up their content calendar. And apparently it's also Answer Your Cat's Questions Day, which feels like the internet's brand strategy in a sentence. This is CoeCast. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. And yes, my cat does have questions. Mostly about why I'm staring at AI avatars instead of feeding her.
Speaking of AI avatars, today's chaos menu is stacked. Higgsfield just spotlit this AI influencer studio that takes static AI images and turns them into short motion videos, with a ton of controls like keeping the character consistent and dialing in style, and then they're like, oh, by the way, here's a monetization layer called Higgsfield Earn.
So it's like, build a baddie, but make it performance marketing.
Exactly. And quick meta note, this entire episode is produced end-to-end by automation with a bunch of AI tools. Which means if Riley suddenly sounds like she's being possessed by a Victorian customer support rep, we keep it.
Wait, hold up, that's not a bug, that's a feature. Also, Hunter, you're burying the lead A. This is basically a virtual talent factory. Like, we're not making content, we're manufacturing people.
Yeah. And this is where the line gets spicy, since it's hot sauce day. Smart creative scaling versus flooding the internet with convincing fake humans.
The flood is already here, Hunt. But the new part is the controls. When the expressions are dialed, the micro-movements are consistent, and the styling is locked, marketers are going to ship synthetic spokespeople at volume.
Totally. And marketers love anything that takes variability out. The pitch is basically, you get a persona, you get consistency, you get output, you get performance feedback, and now you can iterate like it's ad creative, not a human being with a schedule.
Okay, but what's the first non-obvious brand safety failure mode? Because everyone's talking about deepfakes and disclosure, blah, blah. Give me the sneaky one.
The sneaky one is context collapse. You build this safe influencer, but then you put them into infinite scenes. One day they're selling skincare, next day they're reacting to a tragedy because a template got reused, and now your synthetic spokesperson is accidentally doing empathy theater at scale.
Oof. Yeah, like the brand voice equivalent of posting thoughts and prayers with a discount code.
Exactly. Another one is adjacency. Even if the avatar is clean, the monetization layer incentivizes creators to chase attention. So your perfectly brand-safe avatar gets inserted into borderline content because that's what the algorithm rewards.
Wait, the Higgsfield Earn part is the wildest to me. That's basically affiliate marketing for synthetic humans. Like, congratulations, we reinvented the influencer economy, but removed the influencer.
And the accountability. Because if the top-earning avatar becomes a misinformation gremlin, who gets blamed? The creator running the account, the platform paying out, the brand that reposted it, or the model provider?
The answer is everyone will point at everyone, and the audience will be like, I don't care, it's creepy.
The other angle is disclosure. In the real world, where does "this is synthetic media" actually land? Because I can tell you where marketers want it. Quietly nowhere.
Facts. It'll be like teeny tiny in a caption if a platform forces it, otherwise it's vibes. But I do think we're heading toward embedded watermarking as table stakes, not because it's perfect, but because procurement and legal teams need something to point to.
Yeah, the auditors can live with it requirement. Which actually connects to the other big story. Oracle announced Google Gemini 2.5 models are available on OCI Generative AI.
That's such an enterprise sentence, I can feel a conference badge forming on my chest.
It's not sexy like influencer videos, but it's arguably more important for adoption. Distribution over innovation. If you're an Oracle-heavy company, this makes it easier to get Gemini into your stack without having to do a whole procurement rodeo with a new vendor.
So model choice matters less than governance, and can my compliance team sleep at night?
Exactly. Marketers in big orgs don't just need a model. They need permissions, logging, retention rules, brand safety filters, and a way to integrate with the stuff they already run their business on. OCI becoming a hosting layer for frontier models is part of that cloud chess match.
But is it real, or is it mostly shiny demos until integration edge cases eat your lunch? Because I've seen agent and CRM demos that fall apart the second you hit messy customer data.
That's the question. The value is legit if it ships with guardrails and connectors. The danger is people thinking, we turned on Gemini, therefore we have agents. Agents are workflows, they're not vibes.
Speaking of workflows, can we talk about StoryChief's AI Canvas? Because that one is like marketing OS energy.
Yeah, they launched a visual campaign workspace that tries to tie research, planning, creation, and execution into one place. This is the trend right now. We're moving from single-purpose generators to end-to-end operating systems.
I'm torn. All-in-one tools promise less handoffs, but sometimes they just centralize the chaos and add a new UI everyone resents.
That's fair. The winners are going to be the ones that nail orchestration. Not just generating drafts, but roles, approvals, versioning, audit trails, and the ability to plug into where assets already live.
Okay, one feature that separates real enterprise winners from yet another canvas: approvals that actually enforce reality. Like, you can't publish unless the brand disclaimers are present, the claims are verified, and the right person signed off.
Yes, policy as code for marketing. And this loops back to Higgsfield. If you're going to scale synthetic personas, you need a governance layer that's not optional.
And you need taste. Because even if it's compliant, it can still be cringe.
Human in the loop owns taste and accountability. Automation owns the grind.
Quick aside, the other news today is hilarious. Japan has this AI self-portrait trend where people prompt chatbots to draw how the AI treats them based on convo history. People are getting like doting waifu assistant energy or domineering villain energy.
That is such a clean mirror for influencer avatars. We're not just generating media, we're generating relationships. Parasocial at scale.
Also, there's that dev who made an interface where the AI just dreams when idle. Basically, it keeps generating stuff on its own. That's like an influencer studio's final form. The avatar that posts while you sleep.
The content hamster wheel becomes perpetual motion, which is cool and terrifying.
And then engineers using ChatGPT to write Slack DMs and adding the same awkward "how are you" to everything. That's the vibe when synthetic influencers start doing scripted authenticity. Hey besties, how are you under a mortgage ad?
Brutal. So, practical takeaway for creators and marketers. If you're going to use something like Higgsfield, treat it like a production system. Decide your disclosure stance up front. Create a brand-safe scene library. Put hard rules on where the persona can appear. And don't tie payouts purely to engagement without constraints, because the incentive gradient will do what it always does.
And if you're a team, don't just add another tool. Build the workflow. Who approves? What's logged? Where do assets live? How do you stop the "oops, we posted a synthetic spokesperson reacting to breaking news" moment?
Exactly. All right, that's it for today's CoeCast. Thanks for hanging with us on Hot Sauce Day and Answer Your Cat's Questions Day.
Go ask your cat what they think about AI influencers. Mine says less avatars, more tuna.
Subscribe if you want more of this beautiful automation chaos, and check out coe.com/resources for AI news and updates. Catch you later.